What Everybody Podcast. Jonny here with you. We've been gone for a while, but now we are back, and we are back in a new location. We're going to tell you all about that. We're going to tell you about that Wanna Drive show that just happened, and Johnny's had some things gone down in his life. We're going to talk about that as well. So why don't you sit back, have a cold one, maybe a cup of coffee if you want a hot one. And with no further ado, Ryan and Jonny.
Longer than we anticipated.
Hi, everyone.
Whatever. Hey, guys.
So
let's just talk about it, all of it.
We're going to talk about all of it.
All of it.
I don't think it would be appropriate to start off the first podcast in easily a month without
4 weeks. 5
weeks. While he's figuring out the time, I'm going to do a blinker to get this fucker started. Okay?
Oh, so you're going to start off you're going to cough all over me. I'm going to get the COVID. Okay.
What makes you think I have a COVID?
I don't know, dude. I just don't want to hear you cough. Okay. It's the most annoying thing you do.
I do a lot of annoying
It's the most annoying thing you do. It's the most annoying thing you do.
I know, it's bad. It's bad. I'm sorry, everybody. I won't do it anymore.
No one wants to listen to you cough.
I know. I just find it funny.
Welcome back. First of all, welcome back to the United States.
I'm leaving again.
Yeah, I know.
What do you guys think of the new setup?
The new setup will be okay. Just bear with us. We'll get it set up all right.
Ryan has come back to California.
Yeah. Can you notice my tan?
I just thought it was the orange legs.
It is, because I'm not tan. But anyways, yeah, I'm back here. I'm doing music. You're doing music. We're both doing music. We did some music together a week ago.
We'll touch base with that.
Yeah. Can you do me a solid and stop coughing?
Trying so hard. Really trying.
Why do you do it?
Well, stars.
You know we're going to start talking, and the first thing that you think of is I'm going
to
to do something.
Funny. I thought it was funny. It was a bad.
It was funny the first time.
It was a bad idea.
It was funny the first time you did it. And now I sound like a whiny old bitch.
You are a whiny old bitch.
I sound like a whiny old bitch.
You are, lad.
Hey, buddy, let's start this podcast over. Hi. I'm going to keep some of that in. I'm happy to see you in person.
I am too.
So how'd your tour go? Get into it.
I'll get into it. Very crazy, man. Let's talk about crazy. So, as you know, my band is a newer band, and we come from a band that we did really well with. And
yes, our band.
Well, no, but Zach, Felipe, and I, we came.
You're talking about that.
I'm talking about Bullets and Octane, and we left during the pandemic. Started the Mercury riots. We've already talked about this. So we've been going very fast. Things have been moving really fast. We're the first band to be over there after in the UK after the pandemic. We did a podcast when I was in lockdown over there.
Got COVID. It's all good.
We're right now. That's in the rear view. And we've been we embark on Sunday. We leave on our 4th European tour in 13 months.
This upcoming Sunday you're talking about.
This coming Sunday. By the time this is aired, it'll be last Sunday.
Yeah, right. You were over there. Essentially, you were over there last summer. You went again this summer, and you're going back this fall.
I was over there August of 21. Then we went on tour of Europe again through Spain and England and Scotland, May of 22.
Mm-hmm.
And then we just did a tour of Sweden, Germany, France, England, Germany, Sweden in August, September of 22. And now we're going back and doing England and Germany again.
Yeah.
November of 22.
I think for consistency, this is going to now be the Whatever Ryan podcast.
Whatever Ryan.
Yeah, with special occasional guest Johnny Udell.
Yeah, this is the Whatever Ryan podcast.
Johnny Noodles.
Noodles. They used to call me Noodles when I was a kid. We talked about that hockey.
Yeah.
Things have been moving really fast, and the bands, and we're very fortunate. We're lucky in the sense that we didn't have to start at home plate. We were already, because of our previous stuff between Bullets and Octane, Wanna Drive, between connections and already a team existing, we were able to move things along a bit faster than normal. Well, this tour, as we all know, had a lot of up and downs. Electric Mary canceled. We ended up with, getting to go on the road with Massive Wagons. A lot of really good business stuff came out of that. And it was a very uppity up business.
Uppity
business.
If I had one word to describe you, it'd be uppity.
So the irony is when we came back after this very successful tour, business-wise and fan-wise and music-wise, we decide a mutual decision amongst all of us in the band that Zach was, gonna leave the band.
Singer,
bass player. Which, it was crazy because, we started this with Zach. So it was like, a kind of a crazy scenario. And what made it even crazier is we had 2 weeks to get ready for a showcase because we had this industry folk flying in from Germany to see the band play.
In Los Angeles.
That's
a lot to take in.
It was a lot. Yeah, we didn't know what to do. Zach's going to leave the band. He quit and stuff. But we all were on the same page with it. Life plans, we have just different goals with what we want out of life. And he's going to do his solo stuff and he's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. But, Felipe said it to me when I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. I can't believe this is happening. He's like, Johnny, you just look at this as our behind the music moment. You know what I mean? It's sort of like
that stuff works for you.
No, it does.
That kind of like putting it into like VH1 terms
or any kind of like team. We're gonna fucking win.
What was that music that they played in VH1 behind the music? We got to get that in I think it was a Motley Crue song. It's like,
well, they had a lot. They would have like
Bitter Pill or something like that.
Who was the voice of the narrator? Who was the narrator?
I don't know, but we need to get
there was always music behind that guy talking like Motley Crue as they were working a circus. They walk down the street, and it's just like this. I need
to channel that guy's voice. I need to get that background music, and anytime you're feeling bummed because you've been bummed lately, which is okay. People go through things. I'm gonna get that music. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna wait for you to finish coughing, and I'm gonna be like, "Holy shit!"
I don't think I'm dying.
Holy shit!
Maybe I got the lung cancer.
Moving on.
I didn't do anything. I didn't hit weed. I just took a puff of the vape and my lungs.
Anyway, back to my point.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get that background music. I'm gonna channel that guy's voice, and that's how I'm gonna speak to you, Johnny. You.
Yeah, or the guy who does the
this
NFL
is your
films.
Behind the scenes. Oh, even better.
Because that guy did the narration for the Journey documentary, Frontiers and Behind.
Okay.
On a long sunny afternoon in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, it's the best.
5 musicians from San Francisco hit the stage. It's like it's amazing.
It can't be the same guy, but like in a world where like I
think it is the same guy. Hold on a second.
Yeah, look it up.
I will. No, check it out.
Because that guy that did the In a World,
you did. Let me play this, and you tell me if it's the same guy.
He did all of it for years. Like I think he might have passed away a couple years ago, but he did like
Steve Sobel. Was it Steve Sobel?
Sure.
No. Check it out. I want to know if this is the guy, dude. Like, just listen to the first 2 seconds.
Google
of this.
On a midsummer's evening in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 90,000 people have gathered to welcome a band of traveling musicians with a galaxy of handheld lights. The band they honor is named Journey.
Journey. Pause. It's like this aerial view of the stadium, and like you're getting all amped up, and the guy's like 5 musicians, and then they go ding 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 ding.
But what's great is then it kicks in Don't Stop Believing, and no lie, 5 beats faster than what the actual song is. Like,
5 beats faster?
Oh, yeah. Everything was
so they were all they were all amped up.
I was just like, yeah.
That
was
it. Happened to you.
Dude. It didn't happen to me. It happened to you guys, and I got to turn the click off.
No.
You guys fucking like.
No. Here's the thing.
I'm on the click.
I'm not going to be blameless in my timing because I know for a fact my timing is
guitar players, ladies and gentlemen, guitar players.
Debatable. Let's leave it at
ladies and gentlemen, guitar players.
Debatable timing. However, talented fingers.
Yeah, but the fingers aren't in time.
Talented fingers.
They like to move fast. It's better than moving slow.
Yeah.
Because if you're playing it like someone's like, are you like, dude, come on?
Better in my humble yet accurate opinion to be a little faster live. We even talked about this in rehearsal. It's like play a couple of BPM faster. So when you go into Viper Room, we should play it. Let's play a video for the people.
Yeah, but should I finish what I was talking about?
Oh yeah, the In a World guy, the Journey.
No. Well, we were talking about him. I forget how he came up. He mentioned something. We were talking about how Felipe said to me that was my behind the music moment.
Oh yeah.
And you and I are crazy. We could have totally like went off on a whole other tangent.
I know. We need to stay, dude.
Started our story, finished story, but
we're squirrels.
The bottom line is because I'm sure there might be somebody, one or two people out there listening that might be curious on what happened. And the reality of it is, nothing bad. We are in great terms with Zach, but when we got back, it was just very clear to everybody involved that Felipe and I wanted to go on one path, and Zach wanted another path. And so Zach, he identified with it and did what was best for him, which also worked out to be what was best for us. So now we embark on a tour on Sunday, which will be when this airs, last Sunday. The date will be, we are leaving on October 30th. So let that be known. And we fly over to Germany, and we go to Germany, over to England, and then back to Germany. But we've been nominated for the Hard Rock Hell Awards.
And what does that entail? I
don't know.
I guess my question could be better asked as like, what are these awards?
So yeah, they got their own thing going. They got like 14 different festivals, themed festivals. This one that we're playing next week is Hard Rock Hell 15. It's the Mothership Festival, and it's their 15th anniversary. So we're playing
now, is it on a ship?
Yeah, right. We're going to be playing that festival, but we're also playing two other times while there at the festival. We're playing an after party for the VIP because you can be a member of this Hard Rock Hell thing, and it gives you exclusive ways into their festivals. They also have a radio station. They also have a magazine. So we're doing the night before our show on the main stage, we're playing a show, a 30-minute set for the VIP people of the VIP members.
Like people that pay for like the festival.
Yeah.
What I guess like
when they're part of this family. Like when we played in Ibiza last year, that was a Hard Rock Hell festival. They called it Road Trip, which is basically all these people from England or the UK go over to Spain and have a vacation, and while they're there, they see a bunch of rock and roll. It's a pretty cool thing.
Pretty cool, actually. Yeah. And but so does the same apply for where? Once again, what city is this going?
This is in Great Yarmouth, so it's more like.
So now are people going to fly from Ibiza to Great Yarmouth? Or?
No.
Ibiza is the vacation.
That's the vacation destination. The road trip is to
this
Ibiza.
Will be more like
this is all. It's a real English-based thing. They've been very good to us, Hard Rock Hell. They've done articles with us. We've played a road trip. We've played Sleaze twice. I mean, think how cool are they? When our tour with Electric Mary got canceled, I hit up Hard Rock Hell, and I was like, John Ellis, he's a great dude, good friend. Toby, he's also over there. I don't know if he's with them anymore, but he's a great dude. Those guys have been a big help for us.
They helped you get shows, or they just
they helped us get shows in the beginning, and then they've become really good friends.
Yeah, that's cool.
And fans of the band. So we ended up doing all these festivals, and we're slated to already play at the Hard Rock Hell 15. Then they asked us if we wanted to play at the ceremonies for the Hard Rock Hell Awards, because every year they do an awards, because they have a magazine. They have, if we pulled it up, they have like a best international artist, best rising star, best British band, best new classic rock band. Like
you guys are best stupid American.
We should be. We're nominated for Rising Stars category.
Oh, cool.
So that's exciting. So we're doing that, and
Johnny, your star.
I mean, but these guys, the new guys, Justin and Joey. Little fun fact: Justin,
new guys in the Mercury Riots.
Right.
So Joey is your bass player.
Joey's our bass player.
Justin is your new singer.
Yep.
I met those guys at our show.
Yeah,
I liked them.
Nice.
I liked everything about it.
Yeah.
Bass player's got good tone.
Yeah.
I hope tell him to listen to this.
Oh yeah, hopefully.
Because I'm complimenting him right now.
Maybe we should bring them on sometime and have them.
I'm fine with that because you're clearly never around.
It's fair, touche. But when we started the Mercury Riots during COVID, when we left Bulletin Octane, Zach, Felipe, and I, we had Justin in mind already for the singer, because that was just like somebody Felipe really, he plays in the All Right, All Rights with him and stuff like that. And we all love Joey, or Justin and Joey. Of course, we love you too.
Not you, Joey. We love Justin.
But Zach wanted to be the singer. Mm-hmm. And we had just come out of that whole Bullets and Octane thing. And it was pretty crazy experience for us, that whole situation.
Yeah.
So we kind of had this bond going on. So it kind of made most sense for us to
stick to the power trio.
Well, yeah, which I was against from the get-go. And let me tell you, to this day, I'm still not a fan of the trio.
Really?
I'll tell you why. It has nothing to do with music. It has to do with politics. Because the reality of it is, it's really...
Someone's always outnumbered.
Well, it's really easy to get 2-1 outvoted on everything. If you're just,
It's the thing that I have a tough time with, and like, this is just totally my OCD going into overdrive, is it looks different on stage. Three guys.
Yeah.
It's not traditionally like
from a drummer standpoint, it was kind of cool because it was the first time in my life I didn't have some asshole standing in front of me.
Yeah, it's probably great.
So that was, of course, the guy who's always the look at me guy is always the guy standing in front of me.
Well, now you get to be the bougie bitch because you're literally in the middle of the stage.
Not anymore because we got a lead singer again.
Well, I mean, you had your moment.
I did have my moment.
Yeah.
And it was a nice moment. Yeah. But I guess, and then to close this up.
Now you're saying that Justin's the asshole that's going to be now standing in front of you?
Well, I never called Justin an asshole, and you're putting words in my mouth.
I'm putting words in your mouth because essentially that's what you said.
But essentially, if you want to go by the theory that the lead
Sorry,
singer,
Justin, I'm not calling you an asshole. Johnny just sort of implied that.
Well, no. Once again, words in my mouth. But going by the theory I said of essentially the lead singer is usually a jerk off. Well, yeah, then I guess I have a new jerk off standing in front of me.
Yeah.
I mean, fair enough. What I was getting at is, so we get back, we have 2.5 weeks to this showcase. Zach leaves the band. We got 2 new guys who have to learn a whole set.
Yeah, it's crunch.
Oh, by the way, guys, really important show. Don't fuck this up.
Yeah, by the way, a label's flying in from Germany.
And promoters and shit. Like, it's crazy. The point is, these guys, that was their first show. Their second show is this award show that we're nominated.
No pressure, dude.
The third show is the after party. The fourth show is the festival main stage. After that, these dudes will be anything past that. It's going to be relaxing.
Yeah, they're going to be bored.
Well, not bored. They'll actually have more of a good time because the pressure
will be off.
Of like all those shows.
Yeah.
I mean, like seriously, I don't envy the position of like having that much pressure. But these guys seem to step up in the moment, so it's cool.
So they learned a set in 2 weeks, and you guys pulled it off. So that's all good.
Yeah, and I am going to leave here and go to rehearsal to learn some more songs. Because when we played at the Viper, it was a 40-minute set.
Yeah.
And we have most of our shows are headlining shows on this next one. So
yeah,
it'll
be good.
Play for a good.
You'll be tight when you get back from that.
That's great, and we're gonna go right into the studio. Yeah.
So you play that show. You play 40 minutes. There was a band between your band and the band we're in together, Warner Drive, and then we played for almost 2 hours.
Dude,
we played for almost 2 hours. It felt like 5 minutes.
Can I just say the stress those guys had going into that show because of the pressure? The stress I had going into that show was like,
because you were about to play drums for 3-ish, 3 hours? 2.5, solid 2.5, almost 3 hours.
Yeah.
And a
full, like, in your face, kill it shit.
Yeah. Of
fun stuff.
I mean, you get to sit.
Look at these pecs.
Those aren't, that's a bicep.
Oh.
These are your titties are your pecs. Your man titties are your pecs.
Look at these pecs. Ah.
Punch yourself?
Smacked myself.
So moving on, let's watch some of our show.
Well, let's talk about the show before we jump right on into it a little bit.
We could do some color commentary.
Well, we'll definitely do some telecommentary, but
try that again.
Telecommentary.
Okay.
I said it right the first time. That's what
I thought you said, and I stand corrected.
Yeah, right. Is it wrong?
Color commentary.
Oh, color commentary.
What did you think it was?
I thought you said telecommentary.
Teller?
Like television. Why do they call that color commentary?
Another new word.
Well, so here's the thing. I don't know where I'm supposed to be looking. Everybody, I want to set up what was going on with me going into that. You all heard about right now what it was going on with the one band going into that and all the rehearsals I had to have. Now we have Warner Drive, who's headlining that show we're doing at the Viper Room.
Sold out.
Pretty wild stuff.
Yeah. Pretty rad after a
3
long
years
hiatus.
3 years since we had played.
Long hiatus.
You got me, who was on the road, getting back, very limited rehearsal schedule. You had yourself, who was moving back to Los Angeles from Pittsburgh.
Drove
cross country.
4
Worst
days.
fucking thing ever.
Awful.
We'll have a whole conversation about that because you traveled with Nick. Nick, love you, but I'd love to hear what it's like to travel with Nick for 5 days. We'll get down to that. And
Buddy, have you traveled with you?
I guess if anybody can travel with me, they can travel with anyone.
Agreed.
Why is that? What's wrong with me?
Okay. I'm going to tread lightly here because I don't want to bum you out. I do, however, like to bust your balls.
They're nice balls.
You're particular.
Entertaining.
You want what you want.
Okay.
When you want it.
All right, let me ask you something. Fair question. Fair statement. When I want something I want, how many times has it benefited you in the line of travel?
We have to be more specific than that.
No. Just when traveling.
Because
my
when traveling,
my particular things
when traveling,
that are annoying to most people that will not do anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
How many times has that affected you in a good way?
Certainly 0 times when it comes to eating. What you're trying to get at is when you're acting difficult, does it benefit me? Sometimes. I'll give you that credit.
How many times have I complained in a situation that it's benefited you?
Probably a handful.
Okay.
Compared to 10 years of you not eating
I'll say this.
any food.
Can we just get to the bottom of this? Because the reality of it is, I don't know what happened here. I was talking about a show and this, it's turned into how much he hates traveling with me.
I don't know either. Let's get back to the show.
That's cool. We'll touch base on that later.
We haven't done this in a month. We're going to be rusty.
Yeah, rusty or busty.
Rusty.
And when I say busty ballsy, you know what I'm saying?
Conversationally rusty. That's what this is.
No, this is great. This is my most fun podcast we've had in a month.
Back to our sold out show.
Yeah. So I had the whole Mercury Rise thing I'm going through. At the same time, as much as you might think that I would remember every song we've ever played, because I did tour in that band for years, I had to go back and listen.
Relearn.
To this stuff. I would spend days just listening to Water Drive. And I learned the hard way in 2019 where I was all cocky and I was like, I got this shit, and went in there without fucking any kind of practice. And I was embarrassed.
Why would you do that ever?
Well, that was a learning lesson. It's amazing. Yeah. You learn shit all the time. That was a tough one.
You cannot wing some of those songs.
I went in one day on my own. I listened a lot because I thought listening and knowing the arrangements was more important than anything.
Did that help?
Well, absolutely. I then went in and I played every album straight through, top to bottom, and just fucking ran it. I did skip by songs that I knew we weren't going to play.
Right. Was it enjoyable?
At times. At times there was no, I don't want to go to another band practice. I want to go home and hang out with my girlfriend. Yeah, sure.
It's a lot to do too.
There was
two bands ready for one show.
There was a 2-week period of Warner Drive, Mercury Riot practices.
Were you doing two a day?
Well, that on the second week.
Yeah.
The week leading up to the show, I had one for each band each day. It was one rehearsal to the next rehearsal.
Yeah.
Which was cool. I mean, listen, I'm not complaining about playing music. I'm complaining about how it throws the wrench into survival.
Right. Okay, pet peeve. Why can't you just compartmentalize? Be like, I'm going to do this rehearsal for 2 hours, and then I got to leave because I'm going to do this for 2 hours, and then you have a 4-hour day. Because I think that's
simple. That's simple, and I think that's what the problem with bands is, right there. I think you just summed it up. The reality of it is, I don't want to just go and be like, all right, I got to get out of here. Got to leave.
Right.
I want to go and I want to hang.
I'm not saying
I'm in a band. These are my brothers.
Yes.
I want to hang.
Yes. Normal situation. Hey, guess what? Next week, do that. Hang the whole day. But whenever you have something busy, like you said, the busy was partially stressful. You have to structure that. You can't not structure that. You can't be.
How is it not structured? I knew to be at this rehearsal from these hours and that rehearsal from these hours, and I drove there. What's not structured about that?
What's not structured about that is you show up to a rehearsal and, hey, I'm going to eat a sandwich for 20 minutes and then I'm going to talk for 15 minutes. And then now you have an hour. Or
I could show up to a Warner Drive rehearsal, sit there, not eat a sandwich for 20 minutes and watch you guys figure out a vocal part for 20 minutes and then be like, well, I could have been eating a sandwich just 20 minutes.
I don't think that is the case, period. Did that happen? No, it didn't.
Are you kidding me?
No. What did it? Are you
kidding
correct me then. What did it happen on?
You guys were constantly. That's maybe it wasn't vocals, but it's constantly working on stuff, dude. Constantly.
That's what rehearsal is.
Right. So then why can't I eat a sandwich while you're working on shit?
Because eating a sandwich isn't preparing you. I know where you're going to go with this, but isn't preparing
I just
you for
think
a show.
I'm learning of all the resentments that have been built since the last time we talked.
I have no resentment at all. No resentment.
I don't even remember eating a fucking sandwich in a Warner Drive rehearsal.
Because it was a general. I'm not saying specific. Oh my god, dude! This is how you win arguments. You're like a girl. You distract, and then I go after the sandwich.
It's not a distract. These are fucking facts.
You show up to rehearsal and you don't get right to the point. And that's why it feels like it takes too much time.
And and when it runs like that, that's when I don't like being in a band.
Try to hear my words.
I hear what you're saying.
I want it to be like that too.
Yeah.
But in the single instance of where you're overworked and you have a lot to do, that 1 week, you got to be structured. That's it.
Did my, in your opinion, unstructured schedule affect you?
Didn't affect me at all, no.
Then what the fuck do you care for?
I don't care.
Then what's the problem over here?
You're the one that said you were busy and you felt stressed about it and you didn't enjoy it as much as you could have.
I'm a good arguer because I'm Jewish. We're going to start with that.
You're a good arguer because, like a woman, you distract with shiny objects.
Wow, isn't that a chauvinistic like statement?
It is. Come at me.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That was funny. What was cool about this gig is we played so long, and because I had played earlier, I kept thinking we were going to get to that section of the set where the 2 slow songs were at, which I couldn't wait. It couldn't have come quicker. And it took forever actually to get to it. And then every time I thought
It was a long show.
It would be all right, it's the next one. And I'd be all right, Broken's going to be next. I'm going to get my break, the 2 slow songs. And then boom, Rising from the Fall. And I'm like, fuck, one of the fastest when it gets to that second verse and I'm fucking playing eighth notes at 180.
Can I ask you, we're never going to get to these videos.
Well, we got years.
You have a set list in front of you.
I don't have my glasses on, dude. No matter how fucking big
you got to get that fixed, bro.
Yeah, it's fucking tough.
It's
really tough. I gauge what songs in the set.
Get contacts.
I gauge what songs in the set by the tempo. I see the tempo. I'm like, okay, it's Rising from the Fall.
Wait, you can read the tempo, but you can't read the set list.
Well, yeah, because the tempo is fucking this big. It's like a window, and it's like right
on your actual
there's
click.
A light. So if the stage lights are on, I can lift the set list and go like this because I tape it to my click table. I can lift it and then see it.
Bro, get contacts, man.
Dude, I can't put that shit in my eyes, man. I don't see any people in shows. I see a few people in the front row, and past that I see nothing.
I couldn't do that. Dude, it's the details in life that make it worth doing that kind of stuff.
You wonder why I'm miserable.
Now we're getting to the bottom of it.
Can't see anything.
It has nothing to do with the fact that I don't like you, Ryan. It has everything to do with the fact that I can't see you.
Exactly. Now you're starting to get it.
You're not missing much. It's not much to look at.
Dude, the world's an ugly place these days. Looking at this list of songs here that we could listen to, there's a few of them I'd like to listen to. We can try Calling You. We could.
We played 19 songs, and I have 17 here.
We played 19 songs, and then I played 9 in the other one. So I played 28 songs that night.
I played 28 songs. It's a lot of songs.
Felt good, though. So I thought it was very strange when I got the set list through the show. And
starts with Fig and Song.
Yeah. So that's good that I have no sound. At least I can see it. I thought it was interesting that Law was. Well, I'm going to shut up. I want to hear this. Like crowd, listen to crowd.
Well,
say pause for a second. I thought it was crazy that Law wanted to start the set with this. So I was like, wow, that's a fucking crazy way to start the show. And I realized at that moment when we did start the show with it, I was like, wow, that was a genius idea on how to start a show.
It's a popular song.
It's probably the most popular song.
And I didn't hate it as an opener. We'd never opened with it, but I thought it was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
It's cool to do something different.
I thought it was great. I mean, like, you know what's special about this show, to talk about the show for a little bit?
My guitar playing?
Well, yeah, sure.
My timing?
Timing was perfect. Impeccable. The excitement people genuinely had.
Yeah.
You know, and the fact that we opened up for this with this song, which is one of the most popular, if not the most popular Warner Drive song.
Yeah.
Fun fact, this was the first song that we wrote as a band. Jonny wrote this about Albert. It was really neat to see how excited people were and how much they sang along. And
yeah. People sang as loud as the band played for nearly the whole set.
Really?
Yeah.
I had my in-ears in, so I like with those things in, I can't hear fucking crowd noise.
It was a loud show.
Was it?
It was loud.
That's why I don't like in-ears.
I mean that.
That's why I don't like them.
I mean that in the best of ways.
They need, you know what they need to do? And I asked the guy, and he didn't have one. I'm like, do you have an extra microphone you can set up just for crowd noise? You know, because they just put it on the side of the stage and have it facing the crowd so I can hear in my in-ears.
Oh, it goes in your in-ears?
Yeah.
So, actually, this was funny to me. Let me pull it up. Listen to the beginning of this. Song's called All By Myself.
Candace, I said, Candace, do you have our banner? She said, I haven't seen it in
Crowd work.
years.
Little crowd work going on here.
I said, I got this. Don't worry about it. I got this. What's that?
Can you pause for a second? I want to say something really
I had
funny.
it going.
Say it.
See, well, no, but I don't want to miss what he's about to say about this song. There's a Warner Drive banner in the background that Johnny's son made.
Yeah, that's what he was talking about right there.
Right. So Warner Drive posted about it. So I reposted that on my Instagram, and me and Johnny spell our name the same. And a lot of people from my other bands don't know anything about Warner Drive.
Right.
So I post this thing, and it's like Johnny's son made the banner for this this show. I got a bunch of emails like, dude, you got a kid? I'm like, no, hold on. Not my kid.
Meanwhile, he's a little mini me for Johnny and like looks exactly like
dude,
Johnny.
that kid's super talented. He played drums better than me. He's 4.
No, but
We're auctioning it off to the highest. All right.
then he goes,
I like to make jokes. You guys know me. I like to make jokes. So lately, everybody in this band has been in a relationship of some sort for a very long time. Ryan is still single.
shots fired. Shots fired.
Take advantage of it. You're the only single guy with a room full of chicks. It's your problem.
I asked if there were any takers.
This is one of my most fun songs to play from day one of joining this band.
Really?
You wanted me to be honest with you? When I joined this band, I was trying to relate to the music because it was something new for me. And this was the first song that related to me. This was my favorite song by them when I joined.
You want to
the
hear me blaze a guitar solo in it? I'm on time.
Yeah. This one we played the clip.
I'm on time. Who's playing on time?
You know, at one point you looked at me, and I'm like, look at this. And what I was trying to get you to do is what I told you in rehearsal. If you guys look at my mixing board, it's clicking with the click.
Yeah.
And I'm like, just look at the mixing board is what I was trying to say.
Well, you did that during a loud show, and I had no idea what you were talking about.
Oh, did you just see that? I just dropped the stick and fucking replaced it with no problem. Rewind. You missed it. Fucking pure skill right there.
Right here.
Yeah.
Here. I think I found it.
There. Stick gone. Boom. Replaced.
Yeah, I see that. You know what I would have done? Not drop the stick.
Because you're perfect. Just goes to show that I'm a human and not a machine.
She's farting.
No.
Ah.
I wish it. It's all hot in here. I had a greasy one. I just ripped right now. It'd be awesome. We'd be so mad at me. I was recently talking to Sonny about how pissed off he got on me on the one day on tour in 2017, and when he just got sick of my farts, and then one day, Sonny, the sweetest, nicest human in the world, just snapped on me.
We're talking about the crowd. I mean, that was very.
I don't understand why he didn't do the normal crowd participation thing. They're trying to sing the ending.
Trying to get people to sing it.
The very ending, though.
There's one chick owns it though. Not him.
Not that. They're going for the ending.
There we go.
There we go. The chick. She fucking shit a kidney on that one.
Sure did. Shitty kidney. That's a new one.
Yeah, why not?
Well, let's wrap this up,
Like,
buddy.
my girlfriend has this dog, little guy, Spunky. And like when he walks, it takes him forever to take a shit. You gotta be like, Spunky, go. Because he walks over, he walks back, finally finds his place. But his poops are so big and he pushes so hard, it's uncomfortable because you're like, dude, you're pushing out an intestine. Like chill, dude. It's like this tiny little dog and he poops out a turd that's bigger than him. fucking crazy fucking thing.
Crazy.
It's great.
You want to wrap this up, or you want to listen to more songs? I don't. I'm rusty. I don't remember how we used to do this.
Let's watch Karma's a Bitch. Only because it's a great song, and I think everyone should hear it. And you know what? While this song's exiting, we can wrap this podcast up on the way out to Karma's a Bitch. I like
that. So we're gonna wrap it up and with one more song.
So you know the song's Karma's a Bitch. Ryan Harris wrote the song. It's a good one. It's my favorite song. Hugh Asden, God rest Huey. God bless him. We lost him last year. He made the video for this song.
And here we go.
For everybody, before the song goes and everything, I want to thank you all for listening to the What Everybody podcast again. We're glad to be back, and we will see you again next week. In the meantime, listen to Karma's a Bitch live at the Viper Room, October 14th, 2022. See you next time. Make sure you subscribe, like, and report.
Report Johnny for being grouchy.
Grouch Meister.
See you next time.
Next time.
I mean, I guess we can still talk about it. Everything looks cool. It's a wonky timing coming back in. It just is. Yeah. Gak.